Welcome, welcome, YouTube. Sales to CEO, this is Louie Herron. Sales to CEO. Look, today we're talking about how to effectively work the service drive. Now listen, before we begin, let me just make sure everybody's on the same page. Look, it is my passionate mission to help car people grow to the next level. So sales to CEO, the university, it's all about getting you from where you're at to where you need to be. Now, I don't know where you need to be. You may want to go from a salesperson to a sales manager, maybe a general sales manager. Maybe you're already a manager and you want to get to GM level. Maybe you want to be a partner from general manager or maybe own your own dealership. Look, as a 20-year-old, I had the fire, I had the ambition, I had the passion. I'm looking for those that feel the same way, those that are in this business and you're grinding hour after hour, not making the money you want to make, not having any kind of type of freedom that you need to have to be able to invest and save money so you can build a future. I've said it before and I'll say it again, in this business, there is no retirement. You are the retirement. So you've got to figure out how are you going to get to the next level. And if you just want to sell cars at a high level, I can help you with that as well. So again, all that is at Sales to CEO. And I also ask you, number one, thank you for watching any content that I put out there. And just a small favor, if you can like or you can subscribe or share this with other car people, man, just the reciprocity, give it back to others. I'm going to continue to load you up with content, free stuff to help you. Today, I'm going to help you learn how to work the service drive. Now, listen, this is to me, there's two major ways to make gross profit. Now, I know a lot of you out there and you're selling cars and you're tired of mini deals and you got customers that are just beating you up on price and they've got access to information and it makes it challenging. There's no doubt about it. It makes it tough to make gross profit. So how do you make the gross profit? I mean, there's really two major ways that you have in your hands every day to make some profit. And in number one, it's sitting in your service drive. And number two, it's with the data mining, which again relates to your sold customers, the folks that are in the system, the ecosystem of the dealership for however long the dealership's been in existence. That's available to you, and you have to learn how to work those. Remember, the folks that are in the service drive, they're not looking for a car today. They're in there getting an oil change, or maybe they're doing some basic maintenance, or maybe they're getting some tires. So again, if you approach it the right way and you stay vigilant and consistent, right? You get that axe and you got this tree we got to chop, right? I've said this so many times to so many salespeople over the year. You got guys that go out there and they'll whack that tree to take that oak down and they'll hit it for 2 days, 3 days, and they'll wear it out. And guess what? They wear out. And then they put the axe down. But the guy that goes out there every day, boom, just 5, 6 whacks a day, sets the axe down. Next day, 5 hits a day. At the end, when it's all said and done, the person that stays consistent, whacking that tree 5, 6 times a day, that tree will fall. The person who tried to wear it out, wear themselves out and can't get anywhere. So let's talk about this service drive. So I want to first identify something that's huge. Number one, if you're in a dealership and you're getting 20, 30 ups a day, number one, God bless you. That's a pretty good sized dealership rocking and rolling. If you really are getting 20 to 30 a day, a lot of stores are getting 10, 9, 13, 17 ups a day. And mind you, there's 13, 16, 20 sales guys on the floor fighting for these 15, 16, 18 ups, right? It's a tough road to plow, not impossible, right? If you work on your skills, maximize the one that's in front of you, not an impossible feat, but we got to venture into other areas. When I look at, as a dealer principal, when I'm owning a dealership or even as a general manager and I'm looking at my DMA, right? My market area of how many cars I've got to sell with whatever brand I'm working with. And they tell me that I'm supposed to get 55% in my backyard and I've got to get, 12%, 15% market share. As a dealer, as a general manager, I look at not only maximizing my DMA, right, my PMA rather, and just like you're maximizing that up that walks in the front door, I also got to look and figure out if the pie is only so big, there's only so many sales I can get, I'm going to have to create another pie. I got to figure out where else can I get that business from. For you as a sales representative and growing and going to the next level, the service drive is an easy transition, easy way to do that. So if there's 20 ups on your showroom floor, I promise you there's probably 60 in the service department. If there's 10 or 12 on the showroom floor, there's 40 in the service department. Guys, the math is staggering. It's over 100% more opportunities. Traffic. And what do you need as a salesperson to succeed at a high level? You need 2 things. You need more traffic, more opportunities, and you need words. That's it. You need the right words to say, practice, drilled, rehearsed, memorized, understood with empathy and psychology and understanding forwards and backwards how to communicate a message, and you need somebody sitting in front of you. That's it. You have those 2 things, you'll sell cars. So when we're talking about the service drive, you have the opportunities. So now you got to get the gumption to go over there and learn how to shake a hand. Now I teach in my course, I teach two different ways: hand-to-hand combat, how to communicate, which is what we're going to talk about today. But I also talk about how to follow up with the customer the day after using videos, as well as a script that's just it's dynamite. I mean, it's absolutely fail-proof. It's an awesome script. But today we're talking about how do you work face to face. You have three types of opportunities in the service department. You have three types of customers back there. You're going to have your cold, you're going to have your warm, and you're going to have your hot. You have to identify a couple of things. Number one, I would definitely get close to some service writers and figure out before I communicate with anybody. You can go cold right up on somebody, and that's not a problem. I'd like to do a little more research. I like to pull the RO. I like to see where are they from, how long are they serviced with us, what are they currently getting done, how many miles are on the car, and what make and model is it, right? You know in your particular brand, whether it's Honda or Ford or Nissan or Toyota, you know in your brand, you're always looking to acquire inventory, always. And if you're managers, if you're watching this, I would always put a spiff when I was running a dealership that I would pay a buy fee to any of my sales reps that would actually acquire a car. If I couldn't trade, but I got somebody to sell us the car, we're obviously buying the car, right? I pay them the $200. You as a salesperson should be looking how to work every angle to make the money, every angle you possibly can, and that is one of them. So when you have cold leads, these are people that have bought a current year model car, 10,000 miles or less, in for an oil change. Chances are going to be a tough road to plow. I kind of would put those to the side. Nothing's impossible, but I wouldn't work on those aggressively. You have the warm lead. This is a customer that's probably got, I don't know, 40,000 miles. That customer's got some tires that they're getting done right now currently, right? And they got to spend I don't know, $500-600 ticket. These are the customers that I would definitely start to dive into. And then you've got the hot leads. These are the customers that have had the car 7, 8, 9 years, 93,000 miles, 75,000 miles. These folks are prime. So when I'm looking and analyzing an RO, I'm looking at a service ticket. I'm looking at the miles, the make, the model, where do they live, where are they from, how much money they spent with us, how long ago do they buy a car from us, and yes, I would take the time. And I'm going to show you how to make $52,800 a year, $4,400 a month by doing what I'm sharing with you right now. So we've identified our leads. We know there are three types back there every single day. So the first thing you have to ask yourself is, who are you? Who are you? You're a sales rep, right? But you're going to have to convert your mindset right now, because now you're going to have to be a part of the acquisitions team. You're part of the exchange team. Hear me out. What did I tell you you need? You need opportunities and you need words. Now you can walk up to a person cold and say, hey, listen, I'm Louie. I'm one of the sales reps here. Hey, I just want to know if you're interested in trading your car today, right? We know what kind of result that gets. Not happening. Very challenging. Not going to make much headway. Going to get frustrated. You won't work the service drive. You just blew a $52,000 a year raise right out the window because you're not going to have any success. No success means you're not going to duplicate it or repeat it. What do we want to do? We want to duplicate success, right? So how do we become successful? Words. So listen to my words. You are part of the exchange team, or you're part of the acquisitions team. Normally in my dealerships, I had acquisitions team. I actually had somebody stationed in the dealership as an acquisition department. Whole nother animal. Doesn't mean you can't still be part of the team. I had an acquisitions manager. You're part of the acquisitions team. If your dealership has somebody that works service to sales, you're part of the team. Okay, let him do what he's got to do and you do what you have to do. You're part of that team. So who are you? I'm part of the acquisitions team. What do you do? Your job and responsibility here is to fulfill inventory needs that we have at the dealership level. Okay, and then at that point, you tell them what you do. You tell them exactly what you're here to do, and then you want to ask their permission. You want to let them know, hey, I noticed you have a 2017 Nissan Altima with 45,000 miles on it. Would you allow me to offer you a free appraisal and a Carfax? It's just while you're waiting. Again, listen to the words. Would you allow me, you're asking permission. The words are important because that's what you need. Would you allow me to offer, I'm giving you something. I haven't asked anything from you. I'm not asking anything. I'm offering something up to you. Would you allow me to please give you a free Carfax and an appraisal? It's just while you wait, won't take any time. Love to. Customer says yes. Perfect. Now we're right into a meet and greet. Fantastic. Would you mind if I ask you a couple of quick questions about your car? Boom. Now you're right into confirming the mileage. When did you buy it? Did you buy it new? Why did you buy this particular car? You'll find out all kinds of information and realize there are a lot of folks that bought cars that from a credit perspective they had to buy. They would love to get out of the car. Okay, so again, remember, who are you? You're part of the acquisitions team, exchange team. What do? It's your responsibility here. As part of my role at the dealership is I help fulfill inventory needs for the dealership, and I couldn't help but notice you've got a 2015, Honda Accord with 48,000 miles. Would you allow me to offer you a free Carfax and an appraisal while you wait? Now, if the customer turns you down, says, no, I'm good, I'm not buying a car. Oh, no, I'm not asking you to buy a car. I'm part of the acquisitions team. I was interested to see if you'd allow us to maybe look at the car, maybe purchase a car. Had you been interested, Miss Johnson, you would have probably come and sought me out. I realize you're not. So let me ask you a question. If I was able to give you more for the car than what maybe it was worth, would that interest you? If they then say, no, I'm good, I like the car I'm driving, I'm fine, perfect, no problem. Listen, enjoy your service experience. Look, my name is Louie, I'm part of the acquisitions team. If you need anything in the future, don't hesitate, please let me know. Remember, there's more to this. There's video to this. There's also a pencil to this, an acquisitions pencil on how to present, because you want to get to a point where you're presenting numbers to a customer. But in my course, I've got all this information. So listen, I want to tell you real quick as I close this down. Look, if you do this 5 times a day, I'm not asking you to do it 10 customers, 15 customers. I'm not trying to wear you out. But if you want to get to the next level, whether it's phone calls, whether it's prospecting, whether it's a service drive, listen, it ain't happening unless you do something different. 5 a day is 25 a week. If you only work 5 days a week, it's 108 a month. You close 10% of those, it's 11 car deals. The grosses are going to be better than $400 a pop, but I'm going to say, let's just assume it's a $400 commission. 11 deals is $4,400 a month for you to talk to 5. Don't be lazy. Get after it. You can do it. $4,400 times 12 months is $52,800 a year, and all you got to do is talk to the customers that are already in your service department. So look, this is Louie, Sales to CEO. Listen, if you like this content, if you like this video, do me a favor, subscribe, share it with some other car people. Listen, also don't forget my course, the links are below. If you want to copy my free book, that link is below. And December 10th, Augusta, we're coming at you, man. We're coming to Augusta, Georgia. My old stomping grounds is where I own part of a Toyota dealership in Augusta. So I'm excited. December 10th, our boot camp. That link's below as well. Listen, I hope you enjoyed it. Until the next time, we'll see you.